Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Siddhi.
So, I like the concept of online studying, but I have a lot of questions to ask.
Feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer.
So, my first question is, how do I do my lessons?
Right. You have a lot of options.
Yep.
You can do your lessons over a mobile phone. You can do them on iPad. You can do them on a laptop. You can do on a desktop. So it's up to you. Whatever is convenient, go for it. So I have some students, they do the lessons in their lunch break. And at that time, the best thing which comes handy is their mobile phone. Some of them, they do the lessons after they reach home from work, say around 10 or 11. At that time, their laptop comes handy. Sometimes, some cheeky ones, they do it at office as well.
Okay.
And they do it on the desktop. So some of them do it in the train and in the buses. So you can do them, access them anytime, anywhere. So it just depends on what kind of lifestyle are you in, and there is some way or the other that it's going to fit in.
So, it's flexible.
Absolutely.
And what time of the day would I get my lessons?
Now you will have access to every lesson for 24 hours, and you will be able to do it any time of the day.
All right.
So you can do it early morning, late afternoon, in the midday, just whatever time is convenient to you, you can take the lesson. So some students, what they like to do is they put the kids to bed and then they start their lessons. Some students, they put an alarm at 4 a.m. in the morning, they sit down, do their lessons, and then they head to work. Some of them, they come back home and then do. So it's just up to what time of the day is best suited to your needs, when you can sit down with concentration that you can do the lessons. And lessons are available.
Okay. And what if I get bored and cannot concentrate?
Oh, okay, bored. And ideally, that should not be the case, because these lessons are all in a classroom setting. So they are not superficial YouTube lessons. They are all done in a classroom setting where there are other students, and mostly the students tell me that they feel that they are actually attending the lesson face to face. They never feel that it is online. So, and the second thing I get to hear from them is that they are so interactive and so engaging that they end up putting their thumbs up or putting their hand up when I'm asking questions or when sir is asking questions. So I really doubt that anyone can get bored with these lessons. And when it comes to concentration, I'd say concentration is a personal thing. Sometimes you would not be able to concentrate even when someone is talking to you face to face. And sometimes you end up concentrating when you're in a big crowd and a thought comes to your mind and you're thinking about that thought.
Yes.
Let's say you're in a big setting and you're out for a concert, right?
Yeah.
And you all of a sudden remember that I did not lock my car, right? And you've left it out, and now you cannot really concentrate on what is happening there, but your brain's constantly thinking about you not having locked the car. So concentration can happen with you. It is an inside thing.
Yeah.
So you can definitely concentrate, and there are different ways which we'll tell you, which will help you to do that.
Totally agreeing. Who will be my teacher then?
Right. Teachers play the most important role in a student's success, and this is very important to us. And as International English Guru, we have put in our hardest efforts to ensure that every student everywhere in the world gets the quality education. So irrespective of where you take the lessons, right? So you could be sitting in India, you could be sitting in Dubai, you could be sitting in Canada, you could be sitting in America, in UK, in Singapore, in Thailand, just anywhere in the world, you'd be getting the lessons of the same professional. So it's not that if you're coming in the evening classes, you would not get the same good teacher who comes in the morning. So no matter where you are, irrespective of your location, the quality of lessons would always be optimum, and it will be the best experts in the industry who will be training the students.
Okay. And what if I have doubts?
Right. If you have doubts, what we do is, after every lesson, you submit your doubts to the teacher, right? And the teacher gets a notification of the doubt, and you have 12 different intervals within one day to have your doubts cleared. So you can pick up any one of those intervals, and the teacher will come to you, and the teacher can answer your doubts.
That's so nice.
Yes.
Yes. I understand that I'll be saving money from transportation, I'll be saving my time.
Absolutely.
But my biggest concern is, what about the feedback, say the writing feedback?
Right, we understand the importance of feedback. There is no way we would expect our students to just rely on the video lessons. We know feedback plays a very important role, and everybody is different with their mistakes.
Yeah.
So a teacher has to look at. What we have done about it is that once a student does an essay writing task, let's say, the student is going to do it in the student portal and say submit. The moment a student submits it, the notification is sent to the teacher. And now the teacher is going to go through it and tell the student that I've gone through it, please book an appointment with me. Now it's up to the student what kind of appointment he's more comfortable with. Sometimes students like to go for telephonic appointments, sometimes they like to go for video appointments, and sometimes they are very busy for both and they say that can you please send me a message as to where I can improve. So just a text message or an email about the feedback of the teacher can also be one of the possibilities.
Very convenient, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so how about the speaking feedback?
All right, speaking feedback is a big concern to students, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens with this one is when a student is practicing, say on the student portal, the teachers here have instant access to it. So say you practice something just 10 minutes back and you inform the teacher that I've done some practice of this question type, can you please check for me? Yeah. The teacher can immediately open it up and check it for you.
Okay.
And the teacher can give you feedback again either through a textual feedback or maybe through a video call or through the telephone.
Wow.
Whatever is convenient.
All right.
So, and when you sit a full-length mock test, then again, you book an appointment with the teacher and the teacher is going to give you feedback over your work. So it's not entirely video lessons. It is a perfect combination of teachers' one-on-one feedback with the video lessons.
So that's all your part. But on my part, how do I create a good environment to study in?
Right.
Because when it comes to online, how do I do it?
Environment is something which is more within ourselves. So
I agree, yes.
One thing which I like about students who are preparing for international English tests is they are always very self-motivated. They know that their life depends on these results.
Yes.
So they put in 100%. So that part actually pacifies me a lot. We don't have to do much. Now creating an environment would take maybe a fixed time if possible. So you can set aside a time that every morning I'm going to sit down at 5 o'clock and study till 8 o'clock. And you can, it's always a good idea to have headphones because they help you concentrate. I've sometimes seen people, they'd be moving around with headphones on and you shout to them and they still wouldn't hear you. That's the amount of concentration you can get with the headphones on. So definitely if you're doing the lessons on a mobile or on an iPad or maybe on a desktop, anywhere, just remember to have the headphones on. They'll definitely create that environment for you. Okay. And a bit of a family support is always very helpful.
Yes.
But some students, they like to challenge themselves with environment and with concentration. They like to go and study where there is a lot of noise and crowd. And they sit down there and they say that they can concentrate better when they're in a crowd.
We do, yes.
That's actually interesting.
Okay, ma'am. So my last question is a bit different. How can I trust this company when I'm coming from overseas?
All right. Actually, that's a very genuine question, and I do understand the concern if you or anyone else is sitting overseas. See, the first thing is that we are located here in Australia and we are a registered company. So it's very unlikely for a company to be operating in Australia and do a dodgy thing.
Yes.
Right? This country would grab you instantly. And we've been here for more than 20 years. So it's just impossible for someone to be doing a wrong job and operating in Australia for 20 years.
Wow, 20 years. 20
years, yeah, it's been a very, very long time. And if someone is still a bit skeptic about it, it's a good idea to go and check our Facebook page or all the social platforms because our reviews are coming every single day. Students are really happy and they end up writing lovely reviews and lovely word of thanks for us. We've got video testimonials of students being uploaded every day. So, you know, you can see the success stories of students down there. And of course, we are always a phone call away. So if someone doubts it, give us a WhatsApp call and you'll always find someone answering. So yes, we are operating, and our operating hours are very long out here because we are trying to manage with timings of people in different countries at the moment. So we are answering calls for students who are in Dubai, and the ones who are in Canada, and the ones who are in UK and in Australia.
That's
so,
great.
Yes, like we're actually working in different time zones. We've forgotten to a point that we are sitting here in Australia. We've got clocks of different countries in our office. So we are able to match the timings of students.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering all my questions, ma'am.
I hope your doubts are all clear.
It is,
Just
yes.
in case not, please feel free to call us and we'll be more than happy to answer your doubts as well. Thank you so much, Siddhi.
No worries. Thank you.